Right. Hello, all. Good morning to everyone. So, in this video lecture, I am going to elaborate about the control strategies of a chopper. So, chopper can be a step down chopper, it can be a step up chopper. So, in both the chopper, the output voltage is a function of the duty cycle and the VDC. So, VDC is the DC input DC voltage, so which is constant. The battery voltage remains constant. So in order to vary the output voltage, we should vary the duty ratio. So in case of step down chopper, here you can see the average output voltage expression, which is equal to delta times VDC, where delta is the duty cycle or it is a duty ratio, and it is defined as the ratio of the on time period T on to the total chopping period T. So to vary the output voltage across the load, we need to vary the delta because VDC is constant. If you consider the step down chopper, this is the expression for step down chopper or buck chopper, right? So this delta can be varied either by varying T on or by varying the total chopping period. So there are two possibilities are there, so that you can vary the voltage across a load by varying the chopping period, right? So let me go to the different control strategies. So it is clear from previous expression that the average output voltage can be controlled by periodic opening and closing of the switch, or it is also called chopper. So that means opening means it is a T off period, closing means T on period, right? So indirectly by controlling T off period and T on period, we can control the average output voltage across the load. Similar, if you consider in case of boost chopper, it is 1 over 1 minus delta into VDC, right? VDC is a constant. So output voltage can be varied only by varying the delta. So, delta equal to T on by T. So either by varying on time period or by varying the total chopping period, we can vary the delta so that average output voltage across the load can be varied. So there are two types of control strategies here. One is the current ratio control, or time ratio control and current limit control. So time ratio control means we are controlling the ratio of time period. So what I told you, it is delta equal to T on by T. So to vary the delta, I can vary any one of these. So here in case of time ratio control, we are controlling the ratio of T on to total chopping period T, so that the delta can be varied and the average output voltage can be varied. And we also see the current limit control, right? So first let us see about the time ratio control. In this time ratio control, the value of T on by T is varied. This is affected in two ways. So one is called constant frequency system, and another one is called variable frequency system. So in order to see what is this constant frequency system and variable frequency system, let me write the expression for the average output voltage in case of buck chopper. So in case of buck chopper, V naught equal to delta into VDC, right? Or in other words, I can write delta in place of delta, it is T on by T into, right? So 1 over T, I can write the chopping frequency because T is the chopping period. 1 over T equal to the frequency, and I can write the chopping frequency into V into DC, right? So this is the average output voltage in case of the buck chopper in terms of chopping frequency, on time period, and VDC. So here you can see there are two types of this time ratio control. One is constant frequencies control. So here you can see we will keep the frequency constant. We don't change the frequency, right? So the total chopping period is almost constant. It is constant. VDC is also constant. So from here you can see the output voltage can be varied only by the on time period, by varying the on time period, right? So that is what we are going to see in case of constant frequency system. In case of variable frequency system, we will vary the chopping frequency and will keep on time period constant. You know, VDC is also constant. So just by first we will fix the chopping frequency. We will vary only T on, which will affect T off also. And there we will vary the frequency, chopping frequency only, so that the average output voltage can be varied, right? So let us see the constant frequency system. So in constant frequency system, the on time period is varied by keeping the total chopping period is constant. So our motto is to keep the chopping frequency constant, which means we are keeping the chopping period constant. This is also called as pulse width modulation. We are just modulating the pulse width. Here you can see where our motto is to fix the chopping period as constant. Here you can see it is constant. Here it is also constant. Here it is also constant. But here you can see the delta is 25%, delta is 50%, delta is 75%. What is delta? Delta equal to on time period divided by total chopping period, right? So now you can see we need to keep the total chopping period as constant, and you know the total chopping period equal to, it is a summation of the on time period and off time period, right? So now here you can see we are varying the on time period. You can see we are varying the on time period, so the average output voltage can be varied, but the chopping frequency is constant. So now you can see here is this much chopping period, which is 1/4 of the total chopping period. So I can say 1/4. 1/4 means T on is 1/4 of the chopping period. So 1/4 into T divided by T, T will get cancelled. You will get 25%, right? Similarly, in the second case, you can see on time period is 50% of the total chopping period. So 1/2 into total period divided by T will get cancelled, again will get 50%. And here you can see it is 3/4 of the total chopping period. You will get 75% the duty cycle. So you can see here we are kept the on time total chopping period as constant. We are just varying the on time period, which will affect the off time period also, so that we can able to vary the average output voltage across the load, right? So this is what the constant frequency system. Now we'll go for the variable frequency system. In variable frequency system, our motto is to vary the chopping period, right? So our motto is to vary the chopping period, and we will fix T on as constant, right? So here again, this is also called as frequency modulation control, because we are modulating the frequency, we are varying the frequency. So this method is also called as frequency modulation control, right? So you can see the total chopping period is varied either by keeping the T on constant or by keeping the T off constant, right? So you can vary this frequency, chopping frequency, which is equal to 1 by chopping period. So chopping period is T on plus T off. So, right, our motto is to vary this chopping period. That can be possible by varying the T on or by varying the T off, right? So let us see how we are going to vary the chopping period, right? First, we will keep the on time as constant, because if I keep on time is constant, as you know, VDC is constant. So the output voltage can be varied only by changing this chopping period. So here you can see, here is this much of chopping period, and here you can see the increment in the chopping period. Still there is an increment in the chopping period. So chopping period increasing means chopping frequency is getting reduced. Chopping frequency getting reduced means average output voltage will get reduced, right? So that is what you can see here. But you know, here I keep on time period as constant. You can see here the on time period is constant, but you can see there is a variation in the off time period. So now here it is 50% of the total chopping period. Here it is 2/3 of the total chopping period. Here it is 3/4 of the total chopping period. TF I am talking about. So I kept the on time period as constant, and I keep on increasing the off time period so that the chopping period can be varied. If chopping period varies, chopping frequency will vary, right? So based upon this ratio here, you can see the on time period is half of the off time period, the total chopping period, so that you will get alpha equal to delta equal 50%. Here you can see the on time period is 2/3 of the total chopping period. You can see which is 33.33. Here the on time period is 1/4 of the total chopping period. That is why you can see the 25% as your duty cycle, right? So just we have kept on time period as constant, and we have varied the off time period, so the chopping period is varied. Now here we are going to keep the off time period as constant. Off time period is constant. So here you can see, I will highlight the off time period. It is kept as constant, and you can see there is a I will mark with some other color. Right here is this much of chopping period. Here you can see there is an increment in the chopping period. Here is still there is an increment in the chopping period. So the chopping period varies means chopping frequency will vary, which will vary the output voltage of the buck converter or boost converter, or buck chopper or boost chopper, you can see in other words. So here you can see I kept the T off is constant. T on is 50% of the total chopping period. Here is 2/3, right? Here you can see 1/3. Sorry, on time period is 3/4 of the total chopping period. That is why delta you can see 75% here, 66.6% here, and 50% here. So this is called variable frequency system, where we kept on time constant and we have varied T off. In the second method, we kept the off time period as constant and we varied the on time period, so that the total chopping period can be varied, which will vary the frequency such that the average output voltage can be varied. So you can see in a variable frequency system, the following major disadvantages are when compared to the constant frequency system. Constant frequency system means pulse width modulation control, right? The chopping frequency has to be varied over a wide range. Therefore, the filter design is quite difficult, right? We need to vary the chopping period. It may be for some 10 kilohertz like that, so that filter design is very difficult. The large off time period may make load current discontinuous. You can see here, here the off time period is more. So the if it is a buck chopper, then you can see during on time period the inductor will charge, and during off time period it may discharge here itself. Then you may get during this portion the current is discontinuous. Current is 0. So there is a chance that you may get discontinuous input current, in discontinuous current in case of variable frequency system, right? For the control of duty cycle, variable frequency variation would be wide. As such, there is a possibility of interference with the signal and telephone lines. Thus, the constant frequency system is preferred for chopper drives, right? So generally nowadays they are using only the constant frequency system. It is also called pulse width modulation strategy, right? Here you can see one more control strategy which is called current limit control. Now here I took the example of a buck chopper, where you can see this is the equivalent circuit of a buck chopper, right? So here you can see it is a closed loop control strategy. So where the output voltage sensed here, or output current is sensed, and is comparing with the reference current, right? It is given to the comparator, then it is giving the error to a PI controller, then PI controller will give the required delta to a chopper, right? So let me consider this figure, right? So in this scheme, the chopper is switched on and off so that the current in the load is maintained between the two limits, I minimum and I maximum. When the current exceeds the upper limit, the chopper is switched off. During this period, the load current freewheels and decreases exponentially. When the current reaches to minimum value, the chopper is switched on. So in order to have a clear idea about this current limit control, so let us recall the operation of the buck chopper, where we have seen when chopper it is in on condition, it will be in off condition diode. It is replaced by short circuit, and you can see the current in this direction. This is the closed loop for the current. So this current is same as the load current as well as the inductor current, because inductor and load they are connected in series. So this current will be having a shape of charging current like this. So that means you may have the charging current which is same as the load current. Okay, so now during this interval, inductor is charging from the supply, so it is reaching from minimum current to the maximum current. That is called on time period, means the interval during which the chopper is in on condition, right? So now let us move on to the next mode, which is when the chopper it is in off condition. So when the chopper it is in off condition, it will get open circuited, and the inductor polarity will be something like this during discharging period. So due to the energy stored in the inductor, there is a circulating path for the current through this freewheeling diode, right? So now the inductor is discharging energy to the load through this path, which is via the freewheeling diode. That means you can see the current is the discharging current of the inductor like this. So the current which is flowing to the load is having the wave shape like this: charging, discharging, charging, discharging. So during charging period, the wave shape is like this, and you will be having output voltage waveform is like this. And during discharging, so this is what discharging period, right? So where the chopper will be in off condition, you will get zero output voltage. Okay. Now in case of current limit control, based upon the output voltage requirement, here we will control the current magnitude. So that current, inductor current, can be controlled with the help of the reference current, right? So that is what we are going to see here in this figure. Now let us see the red mark area. You can see here. Now I have increased the reference current to get zero error here. Now there should be large current in the load. That means the chopper will be in on condition for large time interval, long time interval, you can say. So instead of making the chopper off here, it will goes to beyond that particular point. So now this is the maximum current which the inductor is carrying, right? So that the on time period is getting increased now, right? So on time increases means there is an increment in the delta. If delta increases means average output voltage can be increased, right? Then here again I am adjusting the minimum current to some extent. Then you will get the off time period at this particular point, which is same as the previous one. So you can see there is a decrement in the off time period, but you can see the total chopping period is constant here. So which means by controlling the magnitude of the inductor current, we are controlling the chopper on and off. We are controlling the on and off of the chopper, which will control the alpha as well as the output voltage across the load. So this is about the control strategies of a chopper, right? Thank you.